Pnawn da bawb, mae'n dod fyny i 2:00 a croeso i cyfarfod blynyddol cynnal sir Ynys Môn. Swn i'n gofyn i'r aelodau'r swyddogion droi's ffona ffwrdd os gwelwch yn dda, a gan fod y cyfarfod yma yn mynd allan yn fyw ar y rhyngrwyd, dwi'n gofyn i chi roed eich hunain ar mute cos ydych chi'n cyfrannu neu'n gofyn cwestiwn. Mae gen i rai ymddiheuriadau, un ymddiheuriad gan y cynghorydd Gary Pritchard, ac mae gen i ymddiheuriad gan y cynghorydd Bob Parry fydd yn chydig yn hwyr. Oes na ryw ymddiheuriad arall os gwelwch yn dda? Cynghorydd Brian Owen?
Ie, diolch fawr, Madam Cadeirydd. Eric Wyn Jones, mae o ddim yn gallu bod efo ni pnawn yma. Mae'n beth i codi ben.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Unrhyw un arall?
Richard Owen Jones dwi'n credu hefyd.
Richard Owen Jones. Diolch yn galon, ia. Mi nath o ymddiheuriad mi gynt y mai fi oedd hynny. Drwg iawn gen i. Rwy'n arall? Reit, mi awn ni drwy'r roll call cyn na i basio'r arwenna i Mrs Anwen Morgan. Reit, y cynghorydd Richard Dew.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd Jeff Evans.
Good afternoon.
Diolch yn fawr. Y cynghorydd John Griffiths.
Pnawn da.
Right, Richard Griffiths.
Pnawn da, pawb.
Cynghorydd Glyn Haynes.
Pnawn da.
Cynghorydd Trevor Lloyd Hughes.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd Ken Hughes.
Pnawn da.
Cynghorydd Vaughan Hughes.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd Llynos Medi Hughes.
Pnawn da bawb.
Y cynghorydd Carwyn Jones.
Pnawn da, pawb.
Y cynghorydd Meirion Jones.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd Robert Llywelyn Jones.
Ia, yma.
Cynghorydd Aled Morris Jones.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd Gwilym O Jones.
Pnawn da chi gyd.
Alun Mymru.
Presennol.
Y cynghorydd Brian Owen.
Yma, a pnawn da pawb.
Y cynghorydd Dylan Rhys.
Pnawn da.
Cynghorydd Alun Roberts.
Pnawn da.
Dafydd Roberts.
Pnawn da.
Y cynghorydd John Arwel Roberts.
Pnawn da.
Cynghorydd Nicola Roberts.
Pnawn da.
Cynghorydd Peter Rogers.
Present, good afternoon.
Cynghorydd Dafydd Rhys Thomas.
Pnawn da, pawb.
Cynghorydd Ian Williams.
Pnawn da.
A cynghorydd Robin Williams.
Pnawn da.
Sy'n ni'n licio cyflwyno'r swyddogion gan gychwyn gyda Mrs Anwen Morgan, y prif weithredwr.
Ia, pnawn da pawb.
Owen Williams, di'r prif weithredwr, pnawn da pawb.
Mark Jones, swyddog 151, pnawn da.
Lynn Ball, swyddog monitro, pnawn da.
Hei, Sawad Hughes, cyfarwyddwr addysg i pobl ifanc, pnawn da.
Vaughan Roberts, cyfarwyddwr gwasanaethau cymdeithasol, pnawn da.
Michael Pennaeth, gwasanaethau ta, pnawn da.
Yw Percy Pennaeth gwasanaeth iddo, pnawn da.
Pnawn da, Christian Branch, Pennaeth Railing. Pnawn da, Hugh Jones, Pennaeth Gwasanaeth Democrataidd.
Williams, pnawn pawb.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. A wedyn, da ni'n deud am un a dwi'n trosglwyddo i Mrs Anwen Morgan. Diolch yn fawr.
Ia, unwaith yr rhagor brynhawn da i chi. Hwn i cyfarfod blynyddol Cyngor Sir Ynys Môn. A'r gwaith cyntaf yn ôl darpariaethau Deddf Llywodraeth Leol 1972 a chyfansoddiad y Cyngor i wethol cadeirydd. We rwan, mi fydd yr cadeirydd yn gwahodd enwebiadau. A drosodd atoch chi, Cynghorydd Roberts.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Felly, dwi'n gwahodd enwebiadau ar gyfer y swydd y cadeirydd, os gwelwch yn dda. Y Cynghorydd John Arwel Roberts.
Diolch yn fawr, Madam Cadeirydd. Mae'n plesar i fi enwebu a cynnig cynghorydd Glyn Haynes fel cadeirydd y cyngor sir. Dwi'n siŵr bod aelodau i gyd yn cytuno fo fi bod Glyn yn poblogaidd iawn dros y blynyddoedd ers bod o bod ar y cyngor, a mae'n heiddi, a dwi'n meddwl fos fo'n gwneud cadeirydd da. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. A mae'r cynghorydd Llynas Medi Hughes yn mynd i eilio, dwi'n credu.
Yndw, ga i eilio cynnig yna ac hefyd cytuno o'r geiriau cynghorydd John Arwel. Sy'n ei ddeud, mae cynghorydd Glyn Haynes wedi ymrwymo'n llawn i'r cyngor ers fod yn aelod etholedig yn 2017 ac wedi mae bersonoliaeth o wedi ymwneud â pob un ohono ni yn gyfartal trwy'r adeg ac mi fydd o yn gynhadwydd da i ni fel awdurdod, felly gael dymuno'n dda gan obeithio bydd pawb yn cefnogi Glyn heddiw.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Os oes na ddim enwebiad arall, gan i groesawu Glyn fel cadeirydd newydd. Ti'n ffindio fo? O'n i'm yn berffaith gwrdd, da ni'n mynd gorau cael pleidlais os oes neb arall yn sefyll, nag oes? Swyddog monitro?
Dwi'n siŵr bod ni gyd yn gytun, Madam Cadeirydd.
Ond swyddog monitro, da ni'n misio pleidlais, nag oes?
Diolch yn angen rheidiol os diolch amlwg bod pawb yn cytun, na.
Dwi'n credu bod hynny yn hollol amlwg. Dwi'n meddwl bod rhaid ni fynd i bleidlais o gwbl. Wedyn, swn i'n licio croesawu y cadeirydd newydd a'i longyfarch os gwelwch. Y Glyn Haynes, cynghorydd Glyn Haynes, y cadeirydd Glyn Haynes.
Okay, well, thank you everybody for nominating me and electing me. I assume I do the declaration now, is that correct? Okay, I, Glyn Haynes, having been elected chairperson of the Isle of Anglesey County Council, declare that I accept and that I will discharge the duties of the office to the best of my ability and in accordance with the provisions of the Code of Conduct for members of the Isle of Anglesey County Council.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr i Glyn. Diolch.
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Chair. I'd just like to thank everybody for electing me. Basically, you know, it's a great honour that personally ranks alongside the birth of my children, or paradoxically, Everton winning the Premiership or the FA Cup. Mind you, that's been a while, so we won't dwell on that one. In relation to the outgoing chair, Margaret, she has been an excellent chair, and like a lot of you here, Margaret isn't just a colleague, but I like to look on her as a personal friend, like a lot of you. So we'd like to thank Margaret for everything that she's done and wish her well going forward. Thank you.
Diolch o galon. Diolch o galon, Glyn. A dwi hefyd yn teimlo bydd Glyn yn gadeirydd ardderchog. Wedyn, as os llai gael deud rhyw air neu ddau sy'n ddiolchgar. Rwan, o'r diwedd, mae fy 9 mlynedd fel cadeirydd y cyngor sir yn dod i ben. Wahanol i bawb arall, ges i 2. Dwi eisiau diolch yn fawr i chi am ymddiried i ni. Mae hi wedi bod yn fraint gwasanaethu fel cadeirydd. Wrth gwrs, dydy'r 2 mlynedd ddim wedi bod yn rei arferol oherwydd yr argyfwng Covid. Mae wedi bod yn daith hir, heriol iawn i gynnal gwasanaethau'r cyngor, a mae'n diolch ni yn fawr i'r staff am ein hymroddiad diflino. Dan yr ymgylchiadau, fe yna ddim digwyddiadau dinesig dros y flwyddyn dwytha. Serch hynny, yn ystod 19-20, cefais y cyfle o fod yn rhan o sawl digwyddiad. A dwi am roi blas o rai, dyn nhw'n i gyd, ond just blas. Pryn bythefnos ar ôl mi gael wethol, mi ges i fedydd tân. Mewn tywydd gwyntog yng Nghaergybi, a mi'n gorfod dal fy ngafal yn dyn efo 2 law yn faraith rhag iddi chwthu'r môr. Cynhalwyd diwrnod lluodd arfog a chyflwynwyd rhyddfraint y sir i'r gwasanaeth tanfor mewn seremoni coffa i'r thetis. Dyma llong danfor a syddwyd yn 1939 a ddaeth i'r lan rhwng Wylfra a Thraeth Bychan a fi collwyd gymaint o wyfwyta. Mae pawb sy'n nabod i yn gwybod na does gen i fawr i ddeud wrth bêl-droed, ond mi ges i bleser mawr yn gwylio gema a cymryd rhan yn seremoni wobrwyo twrnament pêl-droed gema yr Ynysoedd yn Gaergybi. Pleser mawr oedd ymuno yn niwrnod hwyl plant mewn gofal yn ysgol uwchradd Bodedarn. Ges i agor barbecue, oedd hwnna, ach ma be, ges i hwyl mwyaf anhygoel. Braint oedd cael agor babell y Cyngor Sir yn y primin yn 2019. Yn anffodus, does na ddim primin wedi bod ers hynny. Cefis fynychu llawer cymanfa canu a chyngherdda ar hyd a lled yr Ynys. Wrth gwrs, oherwydd y bandemig, cafodd llawer iawn o ddigwyddiadau i gohirio. Ond fi si hynod o lwcus i allu cynnal digwyddiad dinesig o arbennig bydd Ambulance Awyr Cymru ar y 30 o Hydref 2019. Mewn diliw, cynhalwyd Sul y Cadeirydd yng Nghapel Carmel, Wylfra, dan ofal y parch Hugh John Hughes. Dyma'r capel lle cefis yn dyddio, yn erbyn yn aelod o'r lle nes i brodi. Yn Sul y Cadeirydd cafodd ei tema arbennig gan aelwyd yr Ynys ac aelodau Clwb Gwawr y Gors Goch. Ar nodyn personol, dwi'n diolch i Tegwyn a'r hogia am annog a fy nghefnogi. A wrth gwrs i chi fel aelodau, dwi'n diolch hefyd i'r swyddogion am eu cymorth bob amser. Diolch yn arbennig i Carys Bullock a Hugh Jones, bu cydweithrediad arbennig rhyngthom. Pleser mawr yw'r cyflwyno'r gadar i ofal Cynghorydd Blynyddol a gaeth ymuno blwyddyn lwyddiannus iawn iddo fo. Diolch o galon i chi gyd.
Thank you for that, Margaret. I think that now we need to look at the election of the Vice Chairperson of the Council. So could I invite any nominations, please, for the position of Vice Chair?
Mr Cadeirydd, mi hoffwn i gynnig y Cynghorydd David Roberts fel is-gadeirydd y Cyngor. Diolch yn fawr i chi.
Mr Cadeirydd, ni wylio y cynnig yma. Fatha yn ta hefyd yn aelod etholedig yn newydd yn 2017 fatha chitha, ond wedi dangos i barodrwydd i weithio fo pawb yn mewn ffordd hynod o aeddfed. A dwi'n siŵr gnewch chi tîm gwych i gynrychioli y Cyngor. Diolch.
Thank you for that. Can I invite if there's any more nominations, please? No? So I'll take that as read that David Roberts.
Mr Cadeirydd.
Sorry.
Diolch yn fawr, and can I also congratulate you on being appointed to the chair. Ond fel grŵp, fydda ni yn atal i pleidlais ar y ddisgadar. Dim byd personol, da ni yn gobeithio y fydd yr ddisgadar gyda'r Roberts yn llwyddiannus a bydd y fwynhau i amser yn y gadar. Ond yn 2011, o'n na ddealltwriaeth yn y Cyngor bod y gadar yn mynd rhwng yr wrthblaid a'r blaid rheoli bob yn ail flwyddyn. Tydi hyn ddim wedi digwydd, wnaethon ni enwebu y Cynghorydd Peter Rogers dair blynedd yn dol, cath o mor gefnogaeth. Wedyn, fydda ni fel grŵp ddim yn pleidleisio ar yr is-gadar, ond wrth gwrs, tydi o ddim byd personol yn erbyn yr enwebiad. Diolch yn fawr.
Okay, thank you for that, Councillor Owen. That is obviously your democratic right. Does anybody else wish to speak on this?
Cadeirydd, ga i mond gofyn wrth y swyddog monitro bod ni o fewn bod na ddim torri. Dwi'n ofyn i ryw gamddealltwriaeth fod i'r rhai sy'n gwylio bod yr cynnig a'r eilio o fewn yn iawn i ni wneud a bod na ddim disgwyliad o fewn y cyfansoddiad, jyst bod ni'n cael hynna di gadarnhau yn gyhoeddus, please.
Iawn, diolch yn fawr. Na, does na ddim gofyn statudol na dan y cyfansoddiad i'r perwyl a ddisgrifwyd gan Cynghorydd Brian Owen. Mi o'na drefn yn ei lle answyddogol yn amser y comisiynwyr, ond dydy'r proses yma ddim wedi dilyn ymlaen i'r cyfansoddiad. So, da ni fewn rheola.
Okay, Councillor John Arwell Roberts, did you wish to speak?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Could we please record the vote for the Vice Chair? For the record.
Yes, are you okay? You okay with that, Lynn?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, you can have a recorded vote, but you'll need 8 members to support a recorded vote.
Okay. Okay. So basically on this one, this is a new one to me. So are you asking that I ask each member that we have a recorded vote, and then to ask each member how they're going to vote? Just to clarify.
Well, just to clarify, there'll have to be 8 people, well, 7 people to support the proposal from Councillor John Ardwell Roberts, first of all. So that would be the first step. And then if you have sufficient support for that, to then take the vote.
Okay. Do we have...
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Yes.
Thank you. Can I first of all congratulate first, Mr. Chair, on your election to the chair and wish you all the best. Just to clarify one thing, Councillor Brian Owen didn't say any rules were being broken, so I find it slightly amazing that the leader made that point. The point is simple. An informal protocol that did exist in the last council from 2013 till 2017 has been broken. That is fact, and that is the reality. And it is a shame that the ruling group insist on bringing politics into the nomination of the chair, vice chair of the council. Diolch.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Aled. Whether politics has raised its head here, it might be a matter of interpretation. I think you might be referring to something that's been custom and practice to a certain extent, but we are where we are, so we need clarification on then. So in relation to this, we need to, we'd like to be good to move forward on this and get off to a good start. So in relation to this, Lynn, what you're saying, we asked 7 people now? Is that correct?
No, Councillor John Ardwell Roberts has put forward a proposal for a recorded vote. For there to be a recorded vote, there have to be 7 other people to support that proposal. So you need to determine, first of all, whether there are 7 other people to propose that, to support that proposal.
Yes, okay. Could I ask if there are 7 of you, those with their hands raised, because we're not in a physical meeting then, could I ask those of you to raise your hands that we do have 7? And looking at the screen here, we have more than 7 that...
you will need to identify for the minute, for the record, who those 7 are.
Okay.
Mr. Cadeirydd, dwi'n hapus i eilio y cynghorydd John Ardwell Roberts.
Okay.
A finna.
Right, Miriam.
A finna hefyd, Mr. Cadeirydd.
A finna.
A Dafydd.
And the chairman as well.
A cynghorydd Nicola Roberts.
Carwyn.
Okay, I think we've got more than enough there. Can we take that as read?
Can I just, no, sorry, we can't take that as read. Can I just have confirmation that the committee officer taking the notes has a list of the names of those who seconded the proposal by Councillor John Ardwell Roberts, please?
Yeah, Ian Williams seconded the proposal.
Yes, and you need 6 others. Do you have that list of names for the record?
Yeah, Miriam Jones, Trevor Lloyd Hughes, Robin Williams, David Rhys Thomas, Aled Morris Jones, Vaughan Hughes, Nicola Roberts, Carwyn Jones.
That's fine. You can move ahead now with the votes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Yes, okay, that's good. Just needed clarification on that. So can we now go ahead with the vote then?
The vote on the proposal for a recorded vote, you have to take that first. So if you could go through the list of councillors and identify the level of support for a recorded vote, and if you have a majority, then you move to the vote.
Yeah, so we have that level of support now for the recorded vote. That's what that just was, wasn't it? Just to clarify.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yes. So now then we go to the vote.
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. So in relation to this, I will go through every member then, every councillor, and ask how they're voting. Yes, and whether they're abstaining. Just to clarify. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So going forward, Councillor Richard Dew.
O blaid.
Councillor Jeff Evans.
May I initially congratulate you, Councillor Rains, on your appointment. I think it's an excellent appointment and I wish you well for your current year. As regards the deputy or vice, it is a difficult situation for me just coming into, and it's a pity that the issue hadn't been discussed before the vote today. But I will be abstaining because if the protocol has not been adhered to, I think that the protocol should be adhered to before we progress it any further. But I will congratulate, if he is appointed, the oncoming vice chairman, but I will be abstaining.
Okay, so just to clarify on that, you've abstained, Councillor Evans. Thank you. John Griffiths, Councillor Griffiths.
Amgylchiadau Glyn, o blaid.
Thank you. Councillor Richard Griffiths.
O blaid, Mr. Cadeirydd.
Councillor Trevor Lloyd Hughes.
Congratulations, Mr. Chairman, and I support.
You. Councillor Kenneth Hughes.
Ie, llongyfarchiadau Glyn, dwi'n anatal ymwneud hefyd, ond dim byd personol.
Okay. No. Councillor Tlynos Medi.
O blaid.
Councillor Carwyn Jones.
Llongyfarchiadau Glyn a pob dymuniad da yn yr ôl cefnogi y cynnig i David Roberts oedd yn Ynys.
Thank you. Councillor Marion Jones.
Llongyfarchiadau Glyn a dwi o blaid David Roberts.
Thank you. I think Councillor Eric Jones isn't here. No, apologies. Councillor Robert Llewellyn Jones.
Congratulations, Councillor Haynes. Nice to get the chairman in the Caergybi ward. Excellent. But I'm afraid that I agree with what Brian has said on this one, because there is, a precedence for people who take the chair to have had a long-serving membership with the county council. This is how it's been done in the past. But obviously, there are some differences in the opinions of the ruling group now. And we, the smaller party, haven't got much say in it. So there we are. Let's hope that common sense comes into it. And we get rid of politics when we appoint a chairman. It's like a football match, you see. When you've got a referee there, the referee gets chosen by one team. And then the team then feel obliged to take it on, which is not the way to run a council. It should be that that man is completely out of politics and being able to work.
Okay, right. Well, thank you for that, Councillor Robert Llewellyn. Again, it would be a boring old world if we all thought the same, wouldn't it? And there wouldn't be much point of us all being here. So we are where we are, and if we can move forward on that. Councillor Boris Jones.
For the reasons previously given, Mr. Chairman, I am abstaining.
Thank you. Councillor Gwilym Jones.
Congratulations, Glyn.
Thank you.
Hapus iawn I gefnogi y cynghorydd David Roberts.
Okay. I think Councillor Richard O. Jones isn't here. Councillor Alan Mummery.
O blaid.
Thank you. Councillor Brian Owen. I think
Diolch yn fawr, diolch yn fawr, Mr Cadeirydd. Fel dwi wedi dweud, dim byd personol yn erbyn y cynghorydd David Roberts, ond atal am heitlais.
Thank you. Councillor Bob Parry isn't here, I don't think.
I am here.
No, Councillor Gary Pritchard. Councillor Dylan Rees.
Yes, I support the motion, and I think I would say that we've all been sort of across the board complimenting the leader of the council this morning. The leader wouldn't be there if it was based on long service. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you. Councillor Margaret Roberts.
O blaid.
Thank you. Councillor Alan Roberts.
O blaid a llongyfarchiadau mawr Glen, dwi'n siŵr y byddwch chi yn gadeirydd arbennig iawn i'r cyngor sir.
Thank you, Alan. Councillor David Roberts.
Dwi'n cysidro atal ymleidlais, ond dwi'n meddwl bod fi am fotio o blaid.
There we are. Councillor John Arwell Roberts.
O blaid.
Thank you. Councillor Peter Rogers.
I'm abstaining.
Thank you. Councillor David Rees-Thomas.
Yes, congratulations, Glenn.
Thank you.
We obliged, David Roberts.
Thank you. Okay, Councillor Ian Williams.
O blaid. Hefyd, Mr Cadeirydd, dwi'n credu bod y cynghorydd Bob Parry wedi cyrraedd. Mae o yma.
Okay. Councillor Bob Parry, seeing as how you've...
I vote for David Roberts.
Okay, and Councillor Robin Williams.
Yes, congratulations, Glenn, and I'm in favour of Councillor David Roberts.
Thank you. I don't think I've missed anybody out there.
Apologies. Yeah, you've forgotten me, Glenn. Don't know how.
Did I, Nick? I was just testing you, Nicola.
I was going to say then, no, apologies. A huge congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I'm more than happy to support David Roberts. I think it's high time that we moved away from these gentlemen's agreements and time served and all of that. It should be the best person for the job. And I think the pair of you will do grandly. So more than happy to support the pair of you. Thank you.
There we are. Thank you. No pressure there then, Nicola. Thank you.
And Glenn, Vaughan here, I think you've forgotten me.
Did I? Oh, sorry, but I would never forget you, Vaughan. Sorry, there we are.
Llongyfarchiadau mawr, Glenn.
Thank you.
Dwi'n gant y cant o blaid David Roberts. Diolch yn fawr.
There we are. Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody, and apologies for omitting one or two. It certainly wasn't deliberate. Just first day nerves. There we are. Thank you. So I think we can take that as read, and that the new vice chairperson is David Roberts.
Well, diolch yn fawr iawn, bobl. Wedyn dwi'n meddwl, dwi fod i ddeud fatha'r llwyl math o beth yma gyntaf i weld nhw. Yr wyf i, David Roberts, trwy mi gael fethol mis gadeirydd Cyngor Sir Ynys Môn, yn datgan fy mod yn derbyn y swydd ac y byddaf yn gweithredu gofynion y swydd hyd eithaf fy ngallu ac yn unol a darpariaethau cod ymddygiad i aelodau Cyngor Sir Ynys Môn. Wedyn, na'n cymryd unrhyw bleidlais yn bersonol, lle. Mi na'n ngorau i bawb, lle. Ond un o'r unweddau pwysica unrhyw gadeirydd neu is-gadeirydd, dwi'n meddwl, ydy'r gallu cadw cyfarfod mor fyr a phosib. So ar hynny, dwi'n dweud diolch yn fawr iawn am y fraint ac o gael fethol a mi na'n ngorau dros chi gyd a pawb sy'n sirfon hefyd. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Da iawn.
Thank you for that, David. Welcome as my new vice chair. You want to sit next to me now? Good luck on that one then.
Yeah, Batman Robin will be good. Yeah.
Okay, could I ask now if there's a declaration of interest of anybody, please? Any councillors' officers to announce any declaration of interest? No? Okay, so we can take that as read. Has anybody got any announcements? I personally don't have any announcements. No? Nothing else? Okay. So can we now go on to item 5, confirmation of the scheme of delegation? Any comments on that? Any questions or comments on that? No. Okay, and then item 6, the confirmation of committees. So we'll confirm the reappointment of the committee structure as referred to in section 3.4 of the council's constitution, together with the following: the pay and grading panel, a subcommittee of the council, the standards committee selection panel, standing advisory council on religious education, and the indemnities subcommittee. And can I ask if there's any questions or comments on that, please? No? All okay with that? So I don't think we need a vote on that, do we? Just take that as read going forward. So now item 8 for the election of the chairperson of the Democratic Services Committee. Could I ask for a nomination of that, please?
Sorry, Chair.
Item 7.
Item 7, sorry, Cadeirydd. Item 7.
Sorry, apologies. Yeah, sorry, apologies on that. Could I ask, delegation by the leader. Could I ask the leader to come in and report on item 7, please? Sorry for that, leader.
Na, dim problem o gwbl, diolch Cadeirydd. Na, yn unol â paragraff 4.1.2 o'r cyfansoddiad, mae'n bwysig mae'n ddyletswydd yna i nodi yr pwyllgor gwaith ac eto eleni does na ddim newid yn aelodaeth y pwyllgor gwaith, a mae'n gyfle i fi ddiolch i bob un o'r aelodau pwyllgor gwaith am eu cyfraniad i flino i cabinet y cyngor Ynys Môn a mod i yn gwerthfawrogi gwaith nhw. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Okay, thank you on that. So, any more questions, comments on that, or can we move on to item 8? Okay, and that's going back now. The election of the chairperson of the Democratic Services Committee for 2021-22, and could I ask for a nomination, please?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Robert Llewellyn Jones. Thank you.
Thank you. And do we have a seconder for that?
Dwi'n eilio.
Thank you. Is there any other nominations? No? Okay. But I think we still need to vote on that, even though there's only the one nomination. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we still...
No, there's actually no need. If it's obvious that you have affirmation of the meeting for the proposal, you don't need to take the vote.
Okay, thank you for that.
He's older than me.
Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi gyd.
Okay, thank you for that. So we take that as read that Robert Llewellyn Jones is elected as to continue as the chairperson of the Democratic Services Committee. So we go on to item 9, the political balance arrangements within the council. We have a report by the head of Democratic Services. Please.
Diolch Mr. Cadeirydd. Mae'r adroddiad ger eich bron chi sy'n gosod allan wrth gwrs y disgwyliadau ran rhannu seddi. Mae'r mater yma hefyd wedi cael ei drafod efo arwyddion grwpiau ac felly mae'r adroddiad ger eich bron chi ar gyfer ystyriaeth a chymrydwyeth heddiw. Diolch.
Wnaeth gynnig y Cadeirydd bod yr cyngor yn cadarnhau'r trefniadau cydbwysedd gwleidyddol a nifer o seddi a ddyranwyd I bob un o'r grwpiau rhan ddeddf Llywodraeth Leol a Thai 1989, a bod arweinyddion grwpiau'n hysbysu'r gwasanaethau democrataidd yn gyntaf ac y bod modd os oes unrhyw newidiadau yn aelodaeth grwpiau a'r pwyllgorau.
Thank you. Thank you for that, leader. And we have a seconder on that.
Dwi yn hapus I eilio'r cynnig yna, Mr. Cadeirydd.
Okay, thank you. So any questions or comments on that? No? Okay with that? Thank you. So we go on to item 10 now. Outside bodies. Again, that's a report. Receive a report by the head of Democratic Services.
Diolch Cadeirydd. Yn yr un modd, mae yna ddyletswydd ar y cyngor I gadarnhau apwyntiadau gyrff allanol ac mae'r manylion yn y rhestr sydd ger eich bron chi. Mae yna un sedd wag hefyd ar y fforwm iaith ac y mater I chi fel cyngor I enwebu rwy'n I lenwi'r sedd yn honno. Diolch I chi.
Okay, thank you. Just to clarify, I think we need to take a vote on this, or can we take that as read?
I'll just na i gynnig yn gyntaf, Mr Cadeirydd, felly na i gynnig bod y Cyngor Sir yn cytuno ac yn cadarnhau penodiadau fel y mynyddir yn yr atodlen yr adroddiad, a dwi'n hefyd yn cynnig i fi fynd fy rôl fel arweinydd i fod yn mynychu'r fforwm iaith.
Okay, thank you. And we have a seconder?
Ydw, dwi yn hapus i eilio y cynnig, diolch.
Okay, thank you. And just to clarify, I think, do we need to vote on that, or are we okay with that? Do we need a vote?
If it's clear that all members are in agreement and nobody is disputing the proposal, then you can accept it and take it as
right.
read. Yeah.
Thank you. Take that as read. That's good. Thank you. So now we'll go on to item 11, the member development plan. So again, could we ask for a report by the HR training manager, please?
Mr Cadeirydd, ddoi fewn gyntaf, mae'r adroddiad yma yn nodi mewn ffordd rhaglen fforddiant am y flwyddyn bresennol hyd at yr etholiad flwyddyn nesaf. Mae'r mater hwn wedi bod ger bron y Pwyllgor Gwasanaethau Democrataidd, ac mae'r adroddiad yma ger eich bron i chi heddiw i chi ystyried ac i'w ystyried i'w gymrydwyo. Diolch.
Okay, thank you for that. Do we have a proposer for that, please?
Oh, yeah. Fel hwn. Ddod i lawr i roed yr proposal ar hwn. Ia, wneith y cyngor gyd-fynd ar be mae'r report yn dweud. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Okay, thank you for that, Councillor Jones. And do we have a seconder for that, please?
Oes, so dwi'n eilio'r cynnig bod y Cyngor yn derbyn yr adroddiad. Diolch.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other questions, comments on that? No, everybody. So again, I think we can take that as read, and as before, we don't need to go to a vote off everybody. Okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. So now, as listed on the agenda, item 12, just to approve the following programme of meetings for the County Council for the ensuing year, which is the 7th of September, 1400 hours, 28th of September, 1400 hours, 26th of October, which is an extraordinary meeting, 10:30, 7th of December, 1400 hours, 22nd of February, 1400 hours, 2022, and then May 22, the annual meeting. So can I just take that everybody's in agreement? There's no vote needed on that, but if there's any comments or questions, please feel free to raise that. No, everyone okay with that? Right, thank you. So then we'll any more comments, questions off anybody before I end that meeting? Then we move into the last part of the meeting for the various other committees. No, everyone okay? Okay, thank you. So we'll call that part of the meeting over, and now we'll go on to proceed to appoint the chairpersons and vice chairpersons of committees as follows. So we will start off with the Corporate Scrutiny Committee. So those of you who aren't on the Corporate Scrutiny Committee, please just turn your screen off.
Mr Cadeirydd, na i just alw allan rwan yn fyr enwau'r pawb sydd ar y Pwyllgor Sgrwtini Corfforaethol, ac yn gofyn y gredig i bawb arall roed i'w camera ffwr. Felly, Cynghorydd John Griffith, Dylan Rees, Alan Roberts, Margaret Roberts, Nicola Roberts, Richard Griffiths, mae'r Cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones yn ymddiheuro, Cynghorydd John Arwel Roberts, ac yn ola wedyn Cynghorydd Aled Boris Jones a'r Cynghorydd Brian Owen. A drosodd i chi, Cadeirydd. Diolch.
Okay, thank you for that. So I think everybody is still content to stay on that committee, and could we just ask for a nomination for the chair?
Cynnig Cynghorydd Aled Morris Jones, Mr Cadeirydd. Cynghorydd Aled Morris Jones.
A dwi'n eilio y cynnig, Mr Cadeirydd.
Okay, thank you for that. Any other nominations or proposals? No. So we take that as read. Congratulations, Councillor Morris Jones.
Ga I just checio hefyd, sori, Cadeirydd, eitem un o datgan diddordeb, ia, jyst ar yn trefn, lle, jyst, ddella dim jyst methu eitem un ar y agenda, sef datgan diddordeb.
Yeah. No. No declaration of interest. So can we take that as read, that committee goes forward on that?
Yeah.
Yes? Lovely, thank you. So next we go on to the partnership and...
Mae Siaethog is Cadeirydd rwan, as dwi'n dall y drefn yn briodol, I now take over to do that bit.
Okay.
Yes. Ga i'n gyntaf ddiolch i'r pwyllgor am ymddiriad yna fi am y 5 mlwyddyn. Ga i ddiolch i'r cynghorydd Brian Owen am yn cynnig i, a i'r cynghorydd Dylan Rhys am yn eilio fi. Ga ni edrych ymlaen i gydweithio fo'n gilydd ac yr apel dwi'n wneud yn bob pwyllgor sgrwtini. Plis dewch â eitemau yn eich blaen mwyn i ni fedru edrych ar bethau sydd yn annibynnol o beth sy'n mynd ymlaen yn y pwyllgor gwaith os fydd gynnon ni amser. Wedyn efo'r chydig eiriau yna, mi wna i rwan symud i ofyn am enwebiad i'r is-gadar.
Cynnig y cynghorydd Dylan Rhys, Mr Cadeirydd.
Da chi'n cynnig cynghorydd Dylan Rhys wedi i gynnig, pwy sy'n eilio, sgwrch y dda?
Hapus i eilio, Mr Cadeirydd.
Mae cynghorydd John Arfer Roberts di eilio. Dwi'n cymeryd tos a ddim enwebiad arall. Llongyfarchiadau cynghorydd Dylan Rhys ac edrych ymlaen i gydweithio efo chi'n hapus braf fel da ni wedi gwneud yn llnau dros y 4 blynedd dwytha yma a diolch i chi am yn eilio fi na hefyd. Sa chi'n dymuno deud gair?
Na, dwi'n cytuno'n hollol edrych ymlaen i weithio efo chi dros y blwyddyn nesaf i ddod. Diolch i pawb am ymddiried ynddo fi hefyd. Diolch yn fawr pawb.
Na ni, diolch yn fawr iawn. Mae'r cadeirydd yna ar ben. I now hand over back to the chairman of the County Council.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Chair. Congratulations to you both on continuing with your appointment. And we will now move on to the Partnership and Regeneration Scrutiny Committee. Did I receive any declaration of interest by any member officer in regard any item of business?
Cadeirydd, na i jyst alw yr enwau allan yn sydyn ar ddechrau cwarfod, ia?
Yes.
Cynghorydd William Jones, David Roberts, Trevor Lloyd Hughes, Vaughan Hughes, Alan Roberts, Margaret Roberts, Nicola Roberts, Ken Hughes, R.L. Jones, a chi fel cadeirydd, wrth gwrs. Cynghorydd Glyn Haynes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. So first of all, it's for the election of the chair for the Partnership and Regeneration Scrutiny Committee. Can I have a nomination, please?
Gynnig y cynghorydd William Jones.
So William Jones. And a seconder?
Dwi'n hapus eilio, David Roberts.
Thank you for that. Any other nominations? No? So thank you for that. So can I take that? Councillor William Jones goes forward, carries on as the chair. So if you'd like to, yes, Chair. Thank you for that. So yeah, okay. So if you'd like to call for an election of a vice chair for your committee.
Thank you, Glenn. Wel, gael cyntaf gai na hefyd diolch i chi. Diolch chi am yr ymddiriedau a diolch i'r cynigydd a'r eilydd hefyd. Rwan ta, gawn ni ddod at ethol is-gadeirydd i'r pwyllgor slwch i dda, gai gynigydd ac eilydd slwch i dda.
Rhaid gynnig y cynghorydd Glyn Haynes fel is-gadeirydd slwch i dda.
Hapus i eilio, Mr Cadeirydd.
Os na enw arall? Mae'n amlwg nad oes, fel gai longyfarch cynghorydd Glyn Haynes unwaith yn agor ar ei ethol yn is-gadeirydd y pwyllgor ac yn edrych ymlaen i gydweithio go am y tymor nesaf, am y flwyddyn nesaf. Glyn.
Thank you for that, Chair. I won't make any speeches, anything like that. I think we'll just leave it at that, take that as read and move forward. Yes?
Yes, fine.
Okay with that, thank you. So we now go on to the third committee, which is the Planning and Orders Committee. So could I ask if there's any...
Diolch Cadeirydd, na I jyst alw'r enw allan
Name, yeah.
Cynghorydd John Griffith, chi fel cadeirydd wrth gwrs Cynghorydd Glyn Haynes, Trevor Lloyd Hughes, Ken Hughes, Vaughan Hughes. Mae'r ddau cynghorydd nesaf yn ymddiheuro sef Richard Owen Jones ac Eric Wyn Jones, David Roberts, Nicola Roberts, Ian Williams a Robin Williams. Diolch.
Right, thank you for that. So can we call for the election of chair? Could I call for a nomination for the election of chair, please?
Ie, mae'n bleser gen I gael enwebu cynghorydd Nicola Roberts, Mr Cadeirydd. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you. And a seconder?
Hapus eilio, Mr Cadeirydd.
Lovely. Could I ask if there's any more nominations? No? Okay, great stuff. So can we take that as read? Councillor Nicola Roberts, congratulations, you're elected as chair. If you'd like to elect a vice chair, please.
Ie, diolch yn fawr iawn am ymddiriad yn y fi unwaith eto. Os na rhywun yn fodlon cynnig is gadeirydd i mi os gwelwch yn dda?
Madam Cadeirydd, mi hoffwn ni enwebu y cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones os gwelwch yn dda. Diolch.
Swn i'n licio eilio hwnna hefyd, achos mae wedi bod yn is wych i fi dros y term dwytha yma, felly hapus iawn i gael eilio'r cynnig yna. Os gwelwch yn dda. Di pob yn hapus, tas a gynnig arall. Os dim felly, mae cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones hefyd yn parhau i fod yn is i mi, a gan i reid yr awena nôl felly cadeirydd Glyn Haynes. Diolch yn fawr.
Okay, thank you for that. Lovely, congratulations to you both again. Now we're looking at item 4, the licensing committee.
Eto cadeirydd, yr un unig o'r pwyllgor cynllunio, felly ofyn i'r pawb sydd ar y pwyllgor cynllunio i barhau a drosodd I chi cadeirydd.
Right, thank you for that. So we're looking at the election of chair, and it's to elect a chair for the licensing committee. Do you have any nominations, please?
Cynghorydd Nicola Roberts.
Thank you. And a seconder?
Hapus eilio, Mr Cadeirydd.
Thank you for that. Any other nominations? No? So we'll take it that Councillor Nicola Roberts, congratulations, you're elected as chair. If you'd like to elect your vice chair, please.
Ie, diolch yn fawr iawn eto I chi am ymddiriad yn fi. Os na rhywun yn fodlon cynnig is gadeirydd I mi eto, os gwelwch yn dda.
Hapus i roed yr un cynnig ger bron y cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones. Diolch yn fawr I chi.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, a dwi'n hefyd yn hapus I eilio'r cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones. Os na enwebedau arall? Os ddim, felly diolch a llongyfarchiadau I cynghorydd Richard Owen Jones yn fod yn is. Gair I dyr awena nôl I chi wan cadeirydd Glyn Haynes. Diolch.
Thank you very much for that. Congratulations again. And now the last committee, which is the Governance and Audit Committee. If you'd like to...
Diolch cadeirydd, na I jyst alw'r enw allan eto ar gyfer y pwyllgor hwn. Sef y cynghorwyr John Griffith, Dylan Rees, Alan Roberts, Margaret Roberts, Gwilym Jones, Richard Griffiths. Mae'r cynghorydd Jeff Evans rwan ar y pwyllgor hwn yn lle'r cynghorydd a Llywelyn Jones, Peter Rogers a Mr Dilwyn Evans. Diolch.
Okay, thank you for that. So now we'll look at any declaration of interest by any members. No? So we'll be looking for the election of a chairperson. Could I ask for nominations, please, for a chair?
Gai gynnig y cynghorydd Peter Rogers.
Thank you for that. And do we have a seconder?
Can I second that, Mr Chair?
Lovely. Thank you for that. Any other nominations? No? Okay, so congratulations, Councillor Rogers. You're elected as the chairperson. If you'd like to elect your vice chairperson, please.
Yeah, can I just thank, for that appointment. Very, very grateful for the support. And of course, it's a quite a big thing this next year. It'll be the last year that we have a councillor who is chairman of this. It will go now to an independent member, which will be a good step forward. And so I'm be very pleased to be serving this last year before we pass over to that. Thank you very much indeed for the support. Yeah, can I have nominations for a vice chairman for this committee?
Yeah.
Please.
Ga I gynnig Mr Dilwyn Evans fel is-gadeirydd I chi yr aelod llyg?
I'll second that as well. I think it would be a very good experience for him, particularly because he will be certainly in the running next year to be the chairman. Are there any other nominations for vice chair of the audit and government? I take it then that Mr. Dilwyn Evans has been nominated and successful in that. Well done, Dilwyn. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Congratulations both. Just have the Democratic Services Committee. I think that stands as it is. That's taken as read. Am I correct?
Na I just I fewn rwan o ran aelodau'r pwyllgor cadeirydd. Wrth gwrs, da chi newydd ethol cadeirydd, sef y cynghorwyr Vaughan Hughes, John Griffith, R.G. Parry, Dylan Rees, Nicola Roberts, Richard Griffiths, David Roberts, John Arwel Roberts, ymddiheuriad gan Eric Jones ac A. Llywelyn Jones. Diolch.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Any comments, questions on that?
Diolch fawr, Ben. I take over, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, right, diolch yn fawr. Rwan dwi'n gofyn am ryw enw I gael yr is-gadar ar pwyllgor yma.
Gai gynnig y cynghorydd Vaughan Hughes, please.
Iawn, a dwi'n eilio Vaughan Hughes fy hun. Vaughan, dwi wedi gweithio yn Vaughan, a Vaughan wedi gwneud yr waith cadar hyd yn gynfodlon I gweithio efo Vaughan. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Da chi eisiau dangos pleidlais?
Sim angen pleidlais os di bawb yn cytun a bod o'n amlwg I chi fel cadeirydd bod nhw'n cytun.
Na fo, ia, dwi'n cytun ar hwnna. Diolch yn fawr. Iawn I chi, diolch.
Diolch cadeirydd, da ni wedi gorffen rwan. Yr holl gyfarfodydd rwan.
Yes. Okay, thank you anybody. Thank you for the elections and hopefully have a good rest of day. Thank you, and I now declare the meeting over.
Well
done, Glenn.
Diolch. Llongyfarchiadau.
Diolch Wyn, a llongyfarchiadau eto.
Da iawn, Glenn.
All the best.